grow long and prosper. I like it. To enhance your user experience, timestamps and chapters have been added to the play bar and description of this video, organised by Thomas in Action from YouTube. We are starting this check-in with some groundbreaking news, let me tell you. No, okay. It's been 72 days since I chopped all my hair off, and haven't been uploading YouTube content on a regular, and look at my face. I actually am starting to feel way fresher. And the groundbreaking discovery that I've had, this is a very common thing that comes up in hair growth chat forums and stuff like that. But it's like, which is the best way to start growing your hair out? Should you do it from your undercut or should you do it from a buzz cut? And to be honest, I think I've found the answer, because the first time I did my hair growth journey, I had an undercut, okay? And what I remember very distinctly, oh, pardon me, when I grew my hair out from an undercut was stage 1, 2, and 3 all being pretty freaking ugly stages. I still don't feel too self-conscious about it. I mean, this hair isn't the perfect rendition of what I would want, even if I were to have short hair all the time. But this hair is still passable, as that's what it's meant to look like. And here we are at 2 months and 1 week, you know what I mean? And I really think the difference is because the disconnected undercut with the man bun, the actual hairstyle itself is known for having lots of hair in this area and longer, and no hair on the sides here. So it's expected for that hairstyle to look good in that form. So if it looks anything other than that, it looks out of place, okay? But when you do it from a buzz cut, you buzz cut all of it off, and that's what it looks like, you know? Like, you've got a buzz cut. And as it grows, it all grows evenly. The point of whether it's meant to look like that or not is a little bit shadowed or different. It's passable. Like, even this hair right now, I could go, yeah, that's what my hair's meant to look like. Stage 2 of this hair growth journey has not even been remotely as fucked up or terrible as the first time. And that is my groundbreaking news. So from now on, when I get asked the question, should you start from a buzz cut or an undercut? I think my new answer is definitely from a buzz cut, because before I would have said grow up from an undercut because that's what I did, and I kind of feel like doing it that way makes your skin a little bit thicker, because you do feel like you look so weird from the very get-go. But I actually think this is a better way of doing it. I'm really interested to see what I look like at the end of the month, but that's what I wanted to start off with in this check-in, and I hope you're all doing great on your hair growth journeys, okay? I'll see you in another couple days. Hi, and welcome to my bedroom. So I felt a little bit inspired to make this check-in, just on 2 accounts. I'm sitting here winding down from my day. The kids are in bed. Yes, if you didn't know, I'm actually a dad of 2 gorgeous Digimon. Little nostalgia moment. If you know what this is, you definitely grew up in the 90s. I'm a 93 baby, and I got one of these. I got a 1997 model of these, and it was hidden in my storage shed, okay? And when I found it, I went, oh my god, I have to go and play this thing like right now. So I put batteries in it, and the freaking button on it didn't work anymore. And I got myself so hyped up and went through all my old memories. I went like, no, like I can't accept that I can't play this thing. So I ended up going and buying a brand new one, which is the 20th anniversary version. And in this version, you can actually have 2 Digimon, which you couldn't do that in the old days. So yeah, anyway, I'm a proud dad now. But the reason that I wanted to make this little check-in or little segment was because I've actually decided on my new hair growth goal, like where I'm aiming for, okay? And it's all got to do with this bloody anime series that I'm about to talk about. So anyway, the hairstyle that I want to go for, it's just a long hairstyle, but it pretty much just goes to just above my clavicles, okay? So that's these bones. And instead of having my nipple long hair, like my hair like went down to my freaking nipples, man. Like, it was so long before, okay? And this time we're just gonna sweep above my clavicles. And that's from my new inspiration, which is from a guy called Eren Yeager. So who is Eren Yeager? I asked myself the question as well. But essentially, he's the main character of this show that's right here called, oh, Attack on Titan. If you know what Attack on Titan is, fucking love you. I love that show so much, and I've gotten so obsessed with it. But the way I found out about Attack on Titan and the main character, which is Eren Yeager, in my first hair growth journey, okay, I created this tutorial called the Halfway Man Bun. Now, I created the Halfway Man Bun as a hairstyle to help guys through the awkward stage. I grew out from a disconnected undercut, so I had a man bun up here. I had all these Krusty the Clown bits flowing out. They were about 5 inches. It was pretty fucked. And I went, how the hell am I gonna make this work, you know? So I ended up making the Halfway Man Bun, and it's a fucking cool style, but little did I know that 3 years after I made that hairstyle, that Attack on Titan would bring out Eren Yeager's hairstyle that looks very similar to the Halfway Man Bun, okay? I'm not even kidding you. About a year ago, when the final manga came out, I think it was a year ago, because that's when I started seeing these comments, people started commenting on that Halfway Man Bun saying like, I searched Eren Yeager and ended up here. And I went, yeah, okay, cool. Love Eren Yeager. No idea who that is. And anyway, it started happening more and more and more and more. And I'm like, okay, we've got to go and Google who the hell Eren Yeager is. Anyway, Googled Eren Yeager long hair, and up comes this photo. And I went, oh yeah, it kind of does look like my Halfway Man Bun a little bit, you know, like with the dangly bits down here, with the bun. And people obviously thought that, you know, there was a resemblance in there, and I went, okay, cool. I thought if people are searching Eren Yeager, my video's coming up, why don't I just change the title to Eren Yeager Man Bun Hairstyle Tutorial? Like, that makes more sense. Like, people are obviously going to find what they're looking for. Little did I know that doing that would fucking explode the video. Go and look at the video right now. It's in the cards, or after you watch this check-in. Look how many Eren Yeager references there are in the comments. Like, it's freaking crazy. And the only reason I changed the title was because so many people were saying already, before I changed the title, that it looked like Eren Yeager's hairstyle. Big obsession with Eren Yeager now, and this is the new style that I am going for. I want Eren Yeager hair, and the more I watch Attack on Titan, so I'm up to season 4 now. Like, if you haven't started watching it or you haven't seen it at all, get onto it. It's actually really cool. It did take me like about the first season to get hooked on it, but it's really good. And there's plenty of characters in there with long hair, so there's plenty to choose from. There's plenty of inspiration to go around, but Eren's season 4 long hairstyle is definitely my jam. And that's what this check-in mainly is about, is to let you know I've got my new goal that I want, and I think it's achievable within 1 year. So, yeah, cool. I'll see you in the next check-in. Speaking of nostalgia moments, oh my god, so yesterday I was talking about, you know, I'm a proud new Digimon dad, but I just drove past my old high school, and what jogged my memory was the hairstyle I had when I went to that high school. So I got there in about year 10, which is the third last year of high school here in Australia, and I had just had a chemical hair straighten. This is what I looked like. Oh my god. Anyway, I got paid out so much for having that hairdo. It looked like some weird bad bowl cut, and because it was a chemical straighten, obviously all the bonds in my hair were broken, so my hair was pinned straight. And after that, I ended up getting highlights in it. I don't know, it's just sort of reminded me that my hair's always been a point of focus of mine ever since like high school. So yeah, and I just wanted to share that and these photos, because I can't believe I had hair like that. Hey guys, just time for a little check-in, and really loving my hair today, actually. Okay, no, the reason for this little check-in was I just filmed a surprise video that will actually go out before this video will. But in my surprise video, I just wanted to put it on the record. You know how I said a few days ago, I think it was about 5 days ago now, that Eren Yeager's hairstyle is my new goal, right? So I did a little bit more investigation on it, and what I said was the hairstyle that I wanted fell just above my claves, or my clavicles, on my collarbone here. And while that's true that most of the hair will hit my clavicles, there's actually a requirement for you to have a low undercut at the back here. So just for example, here's what I was picturing would work. If this is Dylan, one of my mannequin heads, like this hair here would reach your clavicle, right? Like that is pretty much collarbone hair length. Now, Dylan has that hair length all over his head, okay? And this style, although it looks Eren Yeager-y, or what I was describing, it doesn't actually match up with the manga drawings that we're looking at. I even printed these out. Like, I was just getting really, like, confused as to how Eren's hair fucking works. So, here's a great example. So as you can see, this is Eren's hair. He's got his little dangly bits, but he's got a beautiful man bun too. Now to get this man bun, you can't have hair this short. Like, this is what I'm getting confused with, right? So in my mind I was like, yeah, you just have to grow it to your clavicle length and you'll be fine. Not true. So you'd have to grow this hair up here to your clavicle length, but you need this area here layered in so it falls around your jawline. See how this hair falls just below his jawline? That's where you want the hair to fall, and you actually need a layer cut in to the hair. So it's almost like an undercut, and I've actually done a version of this on my other mannequin head. Hang on a minute. Here's a more perfect version. Ta-da! So this is Chad, my other mannequin head, and if we look at Eren's picture, this matches a lot more. Well, let's go this one. This one's the better one. Ta-da! So, see how this hair here, it comes just below Chad's jawline? When you put this hairstyle on a real life person, it's a little bit different to the anime picture, because the anime picture, like, it just, I don't know how how can that hair be so short, but he has a great man bun, you know what I mean? So Chad's hair on top here is actually quite long, whilst I've gone in and cut a layer in to his hair so it falls below his chin line and looks far more Eren Yeager-y. By the time I've grown all my hair out, I will initially need to grow it to my claves, so that's about here, and then once it gets to there, I'm then gonna get the lowered layer put in the back. The cool thing about this though, is this shorter layer that you get cut in for the Eren Yeager hairstyle, it can actually be hidden with the hair on top, so when you wear your hair down, it almost looks like there's no layer there at all, and if you wear a lowered man bun, it also looks good, which I just thought was great. So that was my findings with this whole Eren Yeager thing. I just have been so obsessed with it lately, and I wanted to share that with you. So this, what Chad has right now, this is the look that we're going for by the end of this hair growth journey. And to be honest, I think it's a fucking great look, and I can't wait to start sporting it. I think it's gonna be really cool to play with. That's all for this part of the video. My surprise video would have already gone live by now, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you've started watching Attack on Titan, because it's actually so good. Okay, I'll see you later. This is 85 days. Okay, this check-in is getting very nostalgic. First, we started off with my Digimons, then driving past my high school where I had chemically straightened hair, which I'm looking for the photo for right now in this big bloody box of my old stuff. And even while we're here, more Digimon. Even my book covers for school. Like, I was obsessed. And then I'm going through all this, like, look at all my awards. Like, I've got awards for soccer, like, bloody champion here. And I'm just going back through all my freaking memoirs. All my bloody school awards, it's all here. And it is very sweaty and hot and humid today, so I've got fluffy hair. I'm gonna continue looking for this picture. Stay tuned. Okay, hi. Welcome to my dinner table now. And just continuing on from my nostalgia moments, I couldn't find that picture in the box that I was looking through, but I ended up finding the picture I was looking for on my Facebook. And whilst I was on Facebook, I actually found 1,000 other hairstyles that I've had in the past. Here's the picture again of my bloody crazy ass chemical straighten. And then if we have a look at the other bloody pictures that I've found, this, where do they all begin? I don't even know. So as I get more into high school and more into, I was really into Photoshop and stuff. I entered like Photoshop competitions, art competitions at school, and I was obsessed with Twilight at this point as well. So I was turning myself into a vampire all the time and just playing with different backdrops at home. And then after that, I even had a blonde stage. Like, check this out. So this was a picture of me and my mum just before I went to England. I was going on a holiday with my dad to England just to visit our family over there. I think it might have been Christmas time or something, but I had been bleaching my own hair at home, and it actually looked pretty cool. I feel like I looked like a little bit Johnny Bravo-ish there. I think there is another picture of that. Let's have a look. And this is all before my long hair days as well. So I didn't get long hair pretty much until I moved to Canada, which wasn't until I was about 21. So that's one of my pictures there with blonde hair. I really liked it with like the dark undercut and the blonde on top. I think that was after I went to England. Very, very cool. And then after that, I sort of came home, had this little like fringy cut for a while, which was really weird. And then, I don't know, I ended up getting a full undercut and just wearing the top really short. I've had literally every hairstyle you can think of, I've done it. Even in primary school, mum let me have blue hair. And I don't have a photo of that, but I did have blue hair at one point too, which doesn't surprise me about me, but there we go. And what else did I find? In the box, I found this cool little animation thing. Ready? It's a guy doing surfing. Thought it was pretty cool. That's pretty much all I got out of the box today. I couldn't find the photo, the actual photo, but at least Facebook exists, and my life since I was 20 has been put on the internet, so it's all there for me. And this is what our hair's looking like. It's actually very humid here today. I actually am not fangirling over my hair today. Nah, today's a no-go. It just didn't work in my favor. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, it's very humid. We're still in summer here. And yeah, I'm gonna go have a shower and clock out for the day, but thanks for watching. And here we are at the end of the month. It's literally been, as of today, 90 days since I've chopped all my hair off in this room, and there's Dylan in the background. Hey Dill, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, eh?
Awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to check in with this last little bit and show you what my hair's looking like. I did say in the beginning of this check-in, actually, I was gonna be really interested to see what I look like by the end of the month, and this is what we've got. So I might go and give you a little 360. Yes, yes, yes. It is starting to get very, very buffy, and I reckon the next month is going to be the real hard part. But in saying that, the whole point of this is to grow. So if I'm going to get through these shitty stages quicker than I expected, then that's totally fine. I am going to pull out one of these hairs and give it a measure. I did try and pull a hair out just before so I could measure it for you. I had the measuring tape ready and everything, but I couldn't actually pull it out of my head with my fingers. My hairs are just like, they're too fine, and I don't know, I just couldn't grab it. So I'm gonna wait till I get home and have my tweezers, and then I'm gonna pull one of the hairs out, I'll put it on a bit of paper, give it a little measure, and that'll be it. So just shush.
I'm going. That's shush me.
Okay, I'm now at home, and I've grabbed one of my hairs out that looks very much like a pube, and we've rigged up this tape measure with the sticky tape, and we're just gonna do a little measurement along here. We're roughly sitting at about 2.2, okay? 2.2 inches of hair growth for this 3 months. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I really do think the Watermans is helping. It did take a little bit of time to begin with. I feel like my skin head was, you know, present for a really long time, and then all of a sudden it just started going woof. So hopefully the Watermans has given me that big push that I needed, and from here on in, the ugly parts don't get too out of control. But hey, I've had a really good innings for 3 months of growing this and not feeling insecure. I haven't really felt like on edge in public at all. So I think because I've done this before, and because I know exactly why I'm doing this, I don't really hold any shame around it. It's kind of like part of my identity anyway, growing my hair. So I don't really think there's going to be anything to be ashamed of. I just think, obviously, when your hair doesn't do what you want it to, it gets annoying, but we'll just have to wait and see. I hope you guys enjoyed this check-in. I really actually enjoyed putting this one together. This month in particular has just been so nostalgic. That's like my word this month. Going back, finding my Digimon, looking at all of my old hairstyles. So yeah, it was really cool, and it's just made me reflect on where my life's at now. And I guess with the current times too, last year was just so hectic. And that's the other thing that I wanted to say as well, is I am leaving this check-in feeling super grateful. I mean, I don't want to look like I'm rubbing it in or anything, but here in Australia, we've been very fortunate with the whole coronavirus thing. I haven't once been locked down or confined to my house or had to wear a compulsory mask. Like where I live on the Gold Coast, we've actually managed to manage the whole ordeal really, really well. There's been a few like scare cases, like Brisbane did have to go into a lockdown and stuff like that for a while, but the management of the virus has been really, really good, which is why I was able to go out for New Year's. I even went to a Mallrat concert with my friend Tash. Like Mallrat's like a really well-respected singer in Australia. It was so cool to go and see the like live concert environment. And then after that, I also went and saw a drag show where I got to meet Carlotta. Like So much has happened this month, and I'm just really grateful that I'm able to do that. And I did get a few nasty comments come through saying like, oh, I hope that was last year. Like, what do you think you're doing hanging around in crowds right now? And while that is moderately true for some places, it's not true here. And if I'm lucky enough to be in a place where I don't have to do that, it's not like I'm going to stay home just because the rest of the world has to. You know what I mean? I don't know. It is a pretty scary time, but the vaccine's getting rolled out soon as well, so hopefully it's all over soon and we can get back to living our normal lives in 2021. I'm really hoping like international travel comes up or something as well. I hope it all just gets better. On a final note, my 2 Digimon children have now evolved into ultimate levels, so that is a Metal Tyrannomon and a Skull Greymon. Alright guys, thanks so much for swinging by and checking in with me. I will see you in another month, and hopefully I have some more spontaneous video ideas for in between these check-ins. I mean, releasing the Eren Yeager hairstyle video that I did, that was a real fun one to put together. So if I get any more of those or any more ideas, I'll make sure I shoot them out there. But yeah, for now, I'm going to continue on doing my 1 monthly check-in. I love filming like this, and I'll see you then, okay? Goodbye! Don't forget to let me know where you're at with your hair growth journey too, okay?